All references used were obtained through public record on the open internet. Nothing is from a sealed or private source. All commentary is of my opinion. Welcome back to the arena. I'm so glad you came back for this next show. We're about to hear a story of dilution and denial. Not to mention another case of victim blaming that can be added to this person's long list of dirty laundry. I'll see you at the end. Enjoy your show.
This is something I read on Reddit, and it was really, really sad to see and to hear about. This woman was pregnant, and she was out doing a drug deal with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend decided to rob the dealers, and they started shooting, and they shot her and killed her and her unborn baby. It's really, really sad, but she, in all fairness, look how beautiful she is. Her life could be so much different, and she decided to go down the wrong avenue, and her life of crime ended with her and her baby being killed. Crime does not pay. And if you're with a man that's making you do criminal activity, get away from him. Get away from him. And listen to this. Somebody said, and I know it's just a gaslighter on my channel, I really do, but somebody was like, I am so offended that you, as a domestic violence person, would say, I can't believe you just don't walk out the door. Everybody should know. No, I have to tell people exactly what it is. We can't coddle people anymore that are in domestic violence situations. We can't coddle people anymore that are in domestic violence situations because it's killing them. Us being sensitive to their needs is killing them. Listen, if you are in a domestic violence situation, I don't care how painful it is for you. You've got a choice, death or walk away.
This is coming from someone who displays a title victim advocate on everything she gets the chance to. But is she really, or is that a show for the grand money scheme? Let's take a look at what that formally means. Victim advocates need to have the ability to listen and a strong sense of empathy and compassion for the individuals they work with. Other helpful skills include counseling and advocacy skills, the ability to recognize problems, and the willingness to participate in team problem solving. Do you believe she possesses any of this? I personally do not believe that get out or die because no one is going to coddle you is a qualified statement to be making as a self-proclaimed advocate, even at the county animal shelter, let alone a victim of DV.
Those are your choices, death or walk away. And somebody was highly offended that I said, you pick up your stuff and you walk out that door. Now, again, I believe it was just a gaslighter just trying to, be nasty to Bullhorn Betty. If it offended somebody, I'm sorry it offended you. But I'm going to tell you just like it was told to me, get your ass up and walk out that door. If you can't do that for yourself, don't expect anybody else to do it for you.
This is the exact reason BHB should never be around any victim of any crime. Research demonstrates that the most dangerous time for a victim is when they leave their abuser, with a 75% increase in violence upon separation. Additionally, 75% of DV-related homicides occur upon separation. So instead of asking the victim why they don't leave, ask why does the abuser believe they have the right to control and intimidate their partner. BHB will and is leading victims straight into a path of fire while telling people this on live streams broadcasted everywhere the app is accessible.
And that is coming as lovingly as I can possibly say from a domestic violence victim to another domestic violence victim.
You can't be serious right now. You are not listed as a victim anywhere, but rather are listed as the abuser. What are you talking about?
I'm not getting my ass whooped every single day. I'm living. I'm breathing. I never have to worry about a man hitting or putting their hands on me ever again.
Okay. You're not going to get away with portraying yourself as a victim to other victims. Let's look at a little bit of the narrative in just one of your police reports that is of public record. The officer stated that upon his arrival to the scene, he located the victim, Vincent Vaca, and the offender, Andra Griffin. It goes into great detail about the scene, but states that Vincent was hit in the nose an unknown number of times and that police arrested the aggressor, Miss Griffin, for DV. It goes on to read that while Miss Griffin was being detained, she told the police that when she got out, she was going to kill her husband. Again, this information is all of public record and was only one of the incidents.
Why? Because I took the advice that was insulting at the time when somebody told me to get my ass up and walk out the door. So I'm going to be insulting to each and every one of you by telling you guys the same exact thing that was told to me. And guess what? My life has improved 1,000 times over by taking that insulting advice. So I hope everybody else takes that insulting advice.
Insulting advice is right. Please, if you are in a situation that you need help with, don't take this advice she's giving. Please contact a professional source or even law enforcement to help get you out safely. I'll include resources at the end of this just in case you need them. You are important. Your life matters. Your safety matters. There's help available, and never forget it's not your fault. Help is on the way if you need it.
And if you're in a domestic violence situation, I don't care whether you walk away with the clothes on your back, get your ass up and walk out that door.
Again, please put your safety first and foremost. You need to have a plan once you leave that ensures your safety. A safe place to escape to. The advice being given by her is the worst advice when it comes to this type of situation. This is not an advocate. Those titles should be removed from all her platforms.
Otherwise, your future is grim. And nobody can make you or force you to do anything except you. When you're ready to walk out the door, you will walk out that door. But you know what? When I say stuff, it's not to be harsh. It's what people need to hear. And if you're too sensitive, you could take a butt whipping by the man, but you're too sensitive for somebody telling you to get your butt up and walk out the door and go get yourself some help.
That's not how it works, burnt hair. To even suggest that all it takes is getting your butt up and go get yourself some help proves you've never been in a DV situation where you're the victim. Are you speaking on how your husband got up and walked out the door? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking. I should correct that and say ex-husband now, right?
Then if that's offensive, then I don't know what to tell you. But you have to do these things for yourself. People can give you all the resources in the world, but unless you're prepared to do what's necessary to save your own life, nobody's going to be able to do it for you. So I wanted to make sure I clarified that. But you know what? Again, if you come here and get offended on this show, then this is probably not the best place for you, because we talk about a lot of stuff and I'm very direct. I've been there. I've done that. I know what works.
Credit to Blank Screen for putting these DV charges all in one place of BHBs. She's right. She has been there, but as the abuser, she tries to claim she wasn't convicted on them, so they don't count. Oh, they count. The evidence is in all the police reports. Whether the victim decided to drop the charges or whatever the circumstance, they still happened. This is often the case in a DV charge. The victim drops charges due to fear of retaliation. Not saying that was this case, but according to national studies, the victim largely chooses not to show, which is why the abuser never gets convicted.
So while everybody else is wanting to coddle, I'm trying to save.
You're not saving anything, not even your own dignity. This was by far one of the most disgusting things I've seen from her. The victim blaming and bashing is at an all-time high, and to self-proclaim that she's a true crime advocate for victims should be unlawful, in my opinion.
Okay, I think we're done. And there we have it, folks. I think we're done.
Domestic violence is a very serious and complex issue that requires it to be handled with care. Please know you're not alone. There is help waiting for you to notify them or anyone. If you're unable to reach out yourself, let someone else know. This can even be done by signals. If you know anyone in a bad situation, please reach out to speak with someone regarding help you can provide back to the victim. I'm including some information for anyone who may be in need. Don't ever forget that you are worth it. You matter. Your happiness, safety, and life matters. And most importantly, you are loved. Thank you so much for watching this important message with me until the end. We need to all come together for each other. As always, much love from the Exposure Arena. Hope to see you at the next show. Remember, you are victorious.